Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to Transcendent Institute. In this particular video, we'll be doing the 2023 internal biology paper. But before we get into it, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment for me. Ask questions, guys. You can suggest what paper I should do next or any topic that I should do next. Make sure you have your pen and notebook. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have our section A where we do short answer questions, and then all the questions in this space in the spaces provided in the question paper. So you answer all the questions in the spaces provided in the question paper. Okay, question 1 reads, Figure 1 shows changes which take place when a plant cell is placed in a solution of known concentration from stage 1 to stage 3. Okay, so we have our stages 1, stage 2, and stage 3 here. Okay, and from the diagrams I can spot the cell wall, and then we have the cell membrane here. You can just label that cell membrane, and we have our nucleus. Let me just label it from this side, nucleus. Okay, and then we have question 1a, which says identify the parts of the cells labeled A and B. Okay, so the parts labeled A and B. The part labeled A is the cytoplasm. Okay, which is like these dots, and then the part labeled B is this, which is the vacuole. Okay, vacuole. Okay, and then we have question 1b1, which says using the changes shown in figure 1, explain what could have been the concentration of the solution in which the cell was placed compared to the cell sap. Okay, so we can tell that the cell keeps shrinking from stage 1. The cell is like intact, you see, and then in stage 2 the cell has actually moved, it has left these spaces, and in stage 3 it has even left more spaces. You can see the spaces that are remaining, so this means this cell is losing water. Okay, so I can say that what is happening is that the solution is actually hypertonic. Okay, so the solution is hypertonic. Okay, or you can say the cell sap was actually the 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 liquid was more concentrated. Okay, more concentrated. So if you want to actually just shed more light, you can even say so the solution is hypertonic, which is more concentrated compared to the cell sap, and this is evident to the progressive shrinkage of the cell content. Okay, you can see that from stage 1 to stage 3 the cell keeps on shrinking and shrinking. Okay, meaning the cell is losing water, meaning the liquid that was put is more concentrated. Okay, and then we have question B2, which says what time is given to the process that led to the changes shown in figure 1 from stage 1 to stage 3, and the process is osmosis. Okay, and then we have question 1c, which says what would be the overall effect of this process on this plant. So the more the plant is shrinking, it means the plant keeps on losing water. Okay, so the plant will start wilting and eventually dry. Okay, and eventually the plant dries. And in really severe situation, the plant dies. Okay, and the plant may die. And then we have question 1d, which says which of the 3 stages of the cell in figure 1 could be classified as turgid state. So turgid state is when the cell is full with water. When a plant is very fresh, you say it's turgid, it's stiff. Okay, so which stage was that? It was stage 1. Okay, so stage 1. Okay, and then so when the cell content is fully attached to the cell walls, that's a turgid state. That's another way to describe what was happening there. And then we have question 1E, which says name 2 other processes which can make substances to move into and out of the cell. Okay, so we have 2 stages that I can, sorry, there are 2 other processes that you can mention. There's active transport. Okay, active transport. So you can see, also pay attention to the marks given. So with this question, you're just given 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark for each question. So you don't even have to explain yourself so much. But just in case you are told to explain, you can say active transport is the movement of substances against their concentration gradient, which requires energy. And you know the energy that is required is in the form of ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so I don't have enough space here to write all that, so please manage to find time and write it in your notebook and revise it. So active transport is the movement of substances against their concentration gradient, which requires energy in the form of ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. And then we have diffusion. Okay, diffusion, which is the movement of particles from a higher concentration to a lower concentration. For diffusion, it's actually very easy. So it's from the movement of higher concentration to lower concentration. So you can also write that down in your notebooks. So remember, guys, if you have any topic that you want me to do, you can always just leave a comment and I'll get to do it. Make sure you catch me on question 2 in the next video under the same paper. All right.